Hello everyone, this is Gorax. In today's video, I'll go over the Rook's broken damage on Temporal Vortex, and I'll try to explain why this is happening and why we should not expect this to go live. You may have seen screenshots with Corrosion team doing billions of damage against the Temporal Vortex, and in this video I'll explain to you why this is happening. So this is basically the team you could see do millions, billions of damage. I ran other teams as well and I've done very well, not billions but millions of damage. And I also looked into how to make this work without abusing it. And there are a few ways, and I spoke with other content creators like Valank. Okay, this is not a bug. This is working as intended. However, it's well overtuned. So if we look at Rook, right, he does an extra 35% attack poison damage for every 10,000 corrosion on the enemy. 10,000 corrosion in the end game is really little. Okay, if we look at our damage dealers here, for example, Whisk. Whisk does 6 times. This is actually this needs to be changed. He does 6 times 105% attack damage, and 50% of that is converted into corrosion. So if we play this fight and remove all of these skills and just cast Whisk's skill, right, we'll see the number he does. Okay, we're not doing damage in 10,000s, we're doing damage in hundreds. Okay, so he's doing like 400,000 damage, right? Look at this. 400,000 damage done already. So 200,000 damage applied just from his ultimate. 100,000 of this is converted into corrosion. And Rook will do 10 times 35% extra attack per hit. And he hits 3 times, right? So this is why this 10,000 corrosion in the end game is too low value. If it was 100,000 corrosion, then it will be too high value for the early and mid game. So it's very hard to balance with a flat number, okay? Because there's no cap at it. And this is why we're doing so much damage. So if we play the same fight, it is totally auto. There's nothing happening here outside of the auto. We'll see that the guys will cast their ultimates, apply the corrosion with it, and look at the Rook's damage. See, this hits. All these ticks are per the extra 35% attack. And he hits 3 times. So this is multiplying. And it only gets stronger because there's another issue with corrosion. So let's have a look here. Well, I'll explain that and then I'll show you that as well. So when we hit with our heroes, there's 2 of them that apply corrosion, which is Whisk and this epic hero here, who's amazing because it also increases the amount of corrosion being applied. When we apply the corrosion based on our damage, 50% of the damage done through skills, it should decay gradually. But since we're applying it so quickly and with such high numbers, the corrosion never decays fast enough. So we're constantly inflating the corrosion bubble, but there's barely any air coming out from that bubble. Right? Because we are not consuming corrosion. There is a hero who can do that. There's a rare hero that can consume corrosion to do damage instantly. And if we put that hero in this team, the Rook's damage will not be that high because we're constantly deflating the corrosion bubble. So that's the issue currently. And I'm expecting a fix to it, because otherwise, if you don't have a Rook in Season 3, you can't compete in the Temporal Vortex. Both Shadow and Aura are nowhere close to that damage. I don't think Ice Blast will be close to that damage as well. And yes, most of these tests that people have shown you were done on Vortex 1 and 2. But if you're doing billions of damage on Vortex 1 and 2, you will still do hundreds of million damage on Vortex 4. Your team will die earlier, but the damage you can do in the early stacks, like up until 200 stacks, this damage will stick. And as you can see, that the longer the fight, the more ticks we have, because the corrosion bubble is not being burst. We're constantly adding to the corrosion, and there's not enough to be removed. And the value, the flat value of 10,000 in the end game with the end game equipment is just too low. It is a good indicator for the early game because we're not doing that much damage with our skills. So you know, this has to be changed in some way, and they got a week to fix it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please click the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. As always, thank you for watching. Stay safe. Bye.